Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Conarium. I'm Kamchak Fisco. Come join us for an H.P. Lovecraft adventure on our first stop on the Horror Rush. Well, we taped up the hole, which I didn't even know was there until we clicked the button. No medical supplies. That's a good start. With the gasoline from the jerk bean. Subtle. I guess we're done fixing it now. Didn't even realize we had to fix it. Just kind of pulled it out, started poking around. Because, you know, that's what adventure games are all about. Yeah, not getting through there. Okay, so some things it'll be easier to see with the flashlight off. That's good to know. Largely due to the blinding reflection. Okay, so it was already turned on. It's just, we had to fill the generator with power. What, gasoline, but you know what I mean. Sparky. Yeah. Not anymore. Okay, so let's just zip back to the facility, because I don't think there's a reason to be out here unless we see something spooky. I might tweak the audio again as we play, depending on how loud the ambient and sound effects are. But so far, it seems to be a good balance. One of the composite sculptures become... I'll be reading that in post, because what the hell? That seemed lore-ish. Okay. If I hit quick save and it goes boom, that means it didn't save. That's good to know. Is there a trick to this? Because I don't seem to be able to interact with anything. I didn't want to... I meant to shut it. Thank you. Okay, so we got two power doors that should... That looked like a guy in a radiation suit. What the... What the hell was that? That's what I'm saying. Well, that goes upstairs, so we don't want to go that way. Not helping.
It's stuck.
Elevator, infirmary, storage rooms. This is where it came from. Might as well check the infirmary if we're going to find anybody alive. It's going to be in here, right? That's how this works in horror games, right? Just, you know, because people are alive. Ever. Up what? That's why you said it right. Up what? Up what? Antarctic. Okay, that's where we are. Expedition. Statement of consent. By signing this document, you are agreeing to the terms written below. False statements made knowingly or willfully, including affidavits and other supporting documents submitted therewithin, may be punishable. I hereby declare that I consent to perform my daily duties to the best of my ability, listen to the judgment of the expedition leader, Dr. Faust. Well, we're screwed. And participate in a series of medical sessions as needed in the Upwhat Antarctic base. The risks in participating in the aforementioned medical sessions have been fully explained to me. Any questions I have regarding the procedure, why it is necessary, its benefits, and risks have been answered to my satisfaction. Therefore, I give my informed consent to the performance of the procedure by signing this statement of consent. Okay, for anybody who doesn't know, Faust was deal with the devil. It's just bad, just bad. Dr. Faust, it's worst name ever. We're in trouble. Just worst name ever. Creepy gloves. That's, comforting. Oh, cool. It automatically brought the note up. That's handy. Alright. All the members awakened without any problem, except for Frank Gilman. All of a sudden, his heart ceased beating around 1:45 a.m. Comforting. He was extremely cold and there was no detectable pulse. While I was preparing to perform cardiac compression, he momentarily opened his eyes. Creepy. I'm unsure how much time passed since his heart failed to beat, but it can't have been more than 5 minutes. And then came the event that shook us all. The cause were the very words Frank uttered directly to Dr. Faust right after he awakened. I don't know how to explain it, but his voice was muffled and almost indiscernible. But I'm convinced that the voice I heard did not belong to Frank. As a medical doctor, I can say that this is not completely impossible for someone in his condition, but there was something wrong with what I heard. The sound that was... It was a sound that no human vocal cords could produce. That's comforting. Oh, cool, we have a journal. It's already filled in some. I better find a crew member. Oh, cool, it moves with my mouse. I woke up with a series of blurry nightmares, isolated inside these somewhat foreign walls. In one of my pockets, I found an empty notebook which I'm writing my notes. I can't remember anything other than there should have been others here with me. The names Dr. Faust and Dr. DeWitt are lingering in my mind now. Additionally, trying to delve deeper into the thoughts gives me sharp pains in my already throbbing head. I better find the crew member and find out what's going on here as soon as possible. No electricity. I found the I'm going to trip over that word until I get the hang of it. Upward Antarctic Expedition Base has been enveloped in darkness, and some of the appliances are not functioning due to the power outage. But why has no one attended to the problem so far? Where is everybody? Quite a few documents we're getting. DeWitt Upward Antarctic Expedition. On psychoactive plants, Saheti and diverse Sahay. I'm surprised we're not adding these as like full-on notes that we can read. That's really surprising to me. Anyway, so we got that door.
It's stuck. It won't
Okay, so we
open.
can't force it like the other door. Another flashlight.
Oh, it smells awful in here.
Well, doesn't this look like a scene from The Thing? Yay! We got a radio. Walkie-talkie. Same difference. But why is there black goop everywhere? Once again, very reminiscent of The Thing here.
It's stuck.
Any of these open? No. Okay. That's why it was stuck. Okay, these two open though. Herbal tea, sugar. Big mystery container. Coffee and black tea. And I can't open that one for some reason. Yep, definitely stuck. Danger, shock hazard. So we don't want to touch that. Got it.
Locked.
Storage is locked. Might as well keep going this way. Cold, flu, and more storage.
Locked.
I hear that sloshing. Don't think I don't hear that game. Like, seriously, man. Elevator. Alright, before we go to a different floor, let's make sure we've searched everything here. Man, we can sprint. Of course, we're indoors. Not like outside where it was actually a big open area. Can I actually, like, get over here? Okay, so right-click brings up my journal, like, immediately. What the hell? I don't know what that means. But, seriously, what is this? Okay, so I can pull out my doohickey, and I don't know what I'm looking at, but it seems to be okay-ish? I don't know how to read it, so that doesn't help. James
It's
Barlow.
locked.
C. Lenning.
Locked.
H. Anderson.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
Maybe he was the guy that walked by the window? Nikolai Gogol, the portrait. Still really weird that we can't read these. Okay, now it sounds like one of these opening. Len Brown.
Locked.
Ned Well. Pencils, that's helpful. Jonah DeWitt, that's the doctor.
It's locked.
And Hansen. That's a lot of little statues, man. That was unexpected, but it wasn't scary. That just really caught me off guard.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
Damn good question. L. Ferguson.
Locked.
David Burka.
Locked.
So, which one were we? Or is our name not on here? Crew rooms. Private rooms. Oh, that was the door automatically shutting. We'll check the private rooms in a second. I want to check the crew quarters first. As we smash ourselves in the face with the door. That's a good way to start. Father and son, I'm guessing. Ooh, a note. Hansen's note 2. 6/7/1949, and knowing that this is flipped, not America, and that's actually the 7th month, the 6th day. These nightmares are becoming I swear I can read this. These nightmares have become unbearable. I still see the same man in my nocturnal visions, but now he's holding something in his hand, which I believe to be a lotus flower. We seem to be continuing this grave and serious conversation again and again, but I still can't remember the contents. During working hours, sometimes I can hear his voice through the radio. It is not in a form of meaningful sentences, but more like some unconscious mutterings. I'm afraid to tell anyone about this, for I hate the very idea that the suspension I will probably be facing. Do you think you're going to be suspended for telling people that you... Okay. Sure. Sorry about the gang. I had a hitch with the video. It's fine. So on my end, I screwed up. I accidentally hit the key that paused the video recording. It's all fixed. We're fine. Again, with the jacket people aren't wearing. Whoa, hey, actual readable... Oh, this is the loading screen, so I actually don't have to go back and read it in post. So my apologies for not actually reading it in post. The reason why is it popped up here. One of the composite structures we've come across during our initial field trips is... It has an open third eye on its forehead as well as inside its hand, which I think indicates some kind of state of knowledge, because allusions to knowledge in the Elder Things recur all the time in almost every bas relief? I think it's bas relief that we have discovered so far. I knew it was the Elder Things. I know that sign. All this leads me to believe that these creatures inhabiting these creatures inhabiting those walls have acquired some kind of knowledge from the Elder Things, fabled creatures of primal myths. Oh, hey, this is another load screen. Several other examples of composite structures ranging from humanoid to reptilian in shape. They were mostly damaged and generally in a really bad shape. Lost parts were completed by the artist's imagination. So these are like all the load screens. That's cool. The abundance of the five-pointed shapes we've seen in the design of the structures we've come across cannot be overlooked. In addition, most of the elegant figures adorned and staring silently from the most... Most of the elegant figures adorning and staring silently from above, most of the gigantic gateways are reptilian in shape. Creepy. I guess this is the last page, and that's like Cthulhuese, or whatever the language is. This grotesque masonry caused an uproar with the countenance it wore on its reptilian face. When we first found it residing within the almost substantial darkness of the cave, where it had been carved into aeons past. Some of the crew even claimed that they had heard some of the muffled laughing sounds coming from within it. A pine cone it was guarding or hiding with its humanoid hands has some symbols carved into it, which we are yet to decipher. Interesting. I obtained a trophy item. Another child. Looks like the same kid, honestly. That is a glass-blown butterfly. That's actually really cool. Or not glass-blown. What is it called when it's the colored glass stuff? I don't remember. I love H.P. Lovecraft. I swear it's the same kid in all these photos. How is it the same kid in all of these crew's rooms? That doesn't add up. Oh, hey, a key. Should DeWitt. Now we can get into his locker. More creepy gloves. Perfectly normal. Okay, nothing of note there. More of these freaky gloves. I'm inclined more towards the notion that our nocturnal visions are not just faint and fantastic reflections of our waking experiences. Every time I pass in the state of dormancy, somehow I can explore while I'm dreaming the vistas of grandeur, an alien prospect of an unnatural disposition, so vividly expressing the outer extent of the world I have yet to discover. If only I was endowed with the artistic skill to describe my visions. All I know is that this all became evident after the Conarium sessions had started. Okay, so the game is named after these sessions. Even though I'm not the one Even though I'm not one of the participants, I am somehow affected. I feel I am absorbed while in an unconscious state into the oblivion, crossing the line beyond the wall of sleep. L. Ferguson. Interesting. My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoy it. You all take care of yourselves. If you want to see more of me, keep up the video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below, and please remember to tag that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everyone.